With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And it's back to Detroit for the Pistons at the conclusion of today's game. Now here's Garnett. There's the pick. 5 to shoot. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. Here's Hunter. Pass to Brunson. Glancing at the players on these rosters, Doris, we see some elite guards on both teams.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the nice thing is these guards are both playmakers and scorers, and the teams rely heavily on their productivity.
Here's Prince outside. Good, it's Garnett with the assist that time.
This guy has spent his career underrated. Prince can stretch the defense and do a lot of little things for you.
To the middle. Here's Carter. Rebound, Brooklyn. Hardaway with it. Now defended by Song.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Kevin?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jalen Brunson.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
At the line, 2 times.
No good on the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And here are the Pistons now. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. And a big part of the Nets' shot diet comes, Doris, from beyond the arc. They love the three.
They do, Kevin, and for a team that struggles offensively and lacks interior scoring, firing away from distance gives them a puncher's chance every night.
Now here's Hardaway. Following the missed shot by DeAndre Hunter. And it's good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
Guys, I feel bad for the rim on that one. Shaq is one powerful dude.
Kicks it out to Garnett. Gets a very good look and converts.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Brunson scanning the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And Shaq with the slam.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost impossible.
Now here's Hardaway. Averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Thibault can't get it to go. Out to Brunson. Hunter the screen. Brunson goes in. One-on-one fast break. Pass to Hardaway. They double him with Song. Done outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Pistons trailed by 4. They grab their own miss. Now Sarr. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Nets leading by 4. Outside Hardaway. And it's Hardaway slamming it down.
And if you want athletic ability, then look no further. Hardaway with a style
Brunson. No scoring in this one. It's hauled in by Thibault.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
Here's Prince. Out to Hardaway. Done outside. Garnett left side. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Here's Carter. Oh!
And this is why he's called Vinsanity. Some of Carter's throwdowns are downright vicious.
Hardaway. It's blocked by Shaq. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down hard.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rack.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Nailed from three-point land.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
Now, here is O'Neal. Excellent D there from Garnett. Pass to Sarr. To the inside. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Hardaway from outside. Hunter grabs the miss.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Sarr with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And here's Prince outside. And Detroit with another turnover here. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Out of bounds.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
6 to shoot. Inside. And it's Wagner missing. Nets leading by 5. Here's Richardson. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Let's remember, at 6'10", Franz Wagner is a tough cover, especially when he's going off the dribble drive.
Well, at 6'10", GA. Oh! That is just nasty.
The athleticism on that finish.
Nice.
A move straight out of the circus. It's showtime.
Yeah, that might be too wild, in fact, Greg, for the circus.
And for his coach, holding his breath partly because of the spectacle and partly because he doesn't want him to miss.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Those who worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. It's hauled in by Richardson.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. And Wagner has it in the corner. Rebound, Brooklyn. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Richardson right side. Can't finish the one-handed jam.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Pass to Wagner. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
No coverage that time. Wagner's got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Pass to Walsh. Back to Richardson. From past the arc. Franz Wagner grabs the miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his second foul of the game.
So that's his second foul. Not a big deal yet, but you certainly don't want to pick up that third.
A drive by Garland. Here's Wagner. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much time.
Oh, gentlemen. My goodness, step back.
That was incredible. And Wagner drives in.
Oh, my goodness. How about the aggressiveness from Franz Wagner? Leaves no doubt on the dunk.
Dunn looking over the floor. Takes it inside. Here's Walsh. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Walsh has got his first points of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And off by Wagner.
I tell you, don't be surprised when Franz Wagner gets up above the rim and finishes. This guy loves to attack the basket.
To the paint. Pass to Walsh. Jacks up a three. And that one's good. Champagne's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn. Here's Wagner. .132 left to play in the first half. Back to Garland. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Nets leading by 7. For 3, Richardson. Here's Wilson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
For the 3, the rebound by Champagnie.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Pass to Walsh. Crafty move. And the layup is good. And it's an 11-point Nets lead.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
27 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Garland. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
Richardson outside. Pass to Champagny. Back to Richardson. Good if it goes. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Carter left side. Rebounded by the Nets. Hardaway for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hardaway's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Nets. Brunson the bounce pass. And stolen by Dunn. Outside Hardaway. Takes the 3. Hunter grabs the miss.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Carter's got 5 points so far.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Garnett. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Good, it's Garnett with the assist that time.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside painted area. Look out.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And here's Prince outside. Pistons trailed by 10. Pass to Brunson. Carter outside. Shot from the top of the key. Up again. O'Neal. And here's Carter. 5 points in the game. Clock at 4. It's stolen by Garnett. Goes up. Oh, Garnett polishing off the fast break.
And this is the work ethic Garnett possesses. Really hustles down the floor in transition.
O'Neal with it. Now Garnett defending. Back to Shaq. Out left to the wing. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
Now Hardaway. He's got 6. And Sarr pulls it down. Pass to Brunson. Trying to find Shaq. He's got it now. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Nets leading by 10. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. So what's the difference between the diehard fans and the casuals? Well, Kevin Durant said some fans get programmed to just think about free agency and drama, and they only care about the finals and players' legacies. But he's hoping the fans lock in on the game itself, not just the storylines. Guys, back to you.
You know, that's a good point. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Gets it down to single digits. Sarr's got 8 points.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight. Outside Hardaway. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all? I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
Shakes him. Doing what he does best, Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Hardaway up top. 8 points for him. Over Sarr. That doesn't go either for Hardaway. For the finish. And Sarr throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
.124 left in the third quarter. Carter on the wing. He has 5. 5 on the clock. A 3 ball. The putback. O'Neal misses. Brooklyn leading by 9. Prince wide open. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Carter outside. Pass to Sarr. Back to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Back to Prince. Garnett outside. Garnett just attacking the rim.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. 20 seconds left to play in the third. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
Right. It doesn't happen often. It's kind of a silly mistake. We'll see if they can make up for it on the defensive end.
Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Nets leading by 11. This one for 3. They get it back. Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
And the arms of Garnett go on forever. And that length makes him a problem on the offensive glass.
And the basket is good.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Here's Garnett. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening. Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Such a wide open look. Bible got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Dunn. Oh, and the dunk by Dunn.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Pistons trailed by 14. Outside Garland. Here's Hachimura. With the drive. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Well, the physicality of Hachimura's drive is exceptional. Dribbles in looking almost unstoppable.
Garnett drains the triple.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Right side, Garland. Down low. Well-timed pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
So for the Pistons. Garnett outside. Shoots it. And Sarr pulls it down. Pistons trailed by 13. No good from Shaq. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Garnett, right side. Pass to Thibault. Stolen by Brunson.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Garnett left side. Time. Garnett outside for three. And Sarr pulls it down. Here's Shaq. And he banks in the layup.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It's Garnett on the wing. Fires at the elbow. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Carter fires. He drills the three.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots, and you can definitely see a difference.
And, oh, here we go. Carter's got a fast break chance.
When you think Vince Carter, dunking is probably the first thing that comes up. But Vince is also someone who can be a first option. Tremendously talented.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Nets leading by 10. Hardaway with it. Brunson picks him up. Kevin Garnett. Brunson there for the rebound.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter. Gets the ball up the court immediately, and that pass to find the man cutting to the bucket couldn't have been timed any better.
And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And there's the dunk.
And so far, Garnett has dominated this game, getting to his spots and executing.
Pistons trailed by 11. Now Sarr. It's stolen by Thibault. Garnett. Nice aggressive move from Garnett inside.
Decent, such a good rhythm offensively tonight. KG turning back the clock.
Free throw drops for Garnett. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Going inside. Garnett pulls it down.
Seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Garnett pulls it down. And it's done penetrating. Oh, what a finish.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Brooklyn.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kevin Garnett.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
Outside Garnett. For three. Sar pulls it down. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. No good on the layup. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out.
Posterizing defenders for over 2 decades now, Garnett. Yeah, he can still do this.
Assist, Vince Carter.
And stolen by Hunter. And so it's Brooklyn ease.
They siblings, nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in a city where the flag be getting thrown like it was pass interference. Padlock around the building. Pulling up an unmarked truck just to play.